Hello and welcome back again today. So go ahead and settle in because what he has for you in the next few minutes could genuinely rescue you money. If you are over 65, there are bills arriving in your mailbox right now that companies are not legally permitted to charge you. Not bills you can obtain a discount on, not bills you can negotiate down slightly, bills that the law declares they had no right to send you in the first place. And most individuals pay them anyway, quietly, every single month, because nobody ever informed them it was against the rules. The company is banking on exactly that, so remain with Timothy to the conclusion, because by the time we are finished, you will know all 8 of these bills. You will know why each one is unlawful, and you will know the precise words to say to make the charge vanish. The first one is the surprise bill after an emergency. You have an emergency, you are rushed to the nearest hospital, and weeks later, a bill arrives for thousands of dollars because that hospital or one of its physicians turned out to be outside your insurance network. There is now a federal law called the No Surprises Act that makes that bill unlawful. For emergency care, you can only be charged the same share you would have paid inside your network, regardless of where the ambulance transported you. So, if a surprise emergency bill demands far more than your normal share, do not simply pay it. You call the number on the bill and you say these exact words. This is a balance bill and it is prohibited under the No Surprises Act. The moment you demonstrate you know the rule, the charge tends to vanish because they know they were never supposed to send it. The second one is for individuals in the program called the Qualified Medicare Beneficiary Program. If your income is low enough to be enrolled in it, then by federal law, no physician, no hospital, and no pharmacy is permitted to bill you for Medicare deductibles, coinsurance, or copays. Not a single dollar. Medicare and your state cover it, and the provider has to accept that as payment in full. Yet individuals in this program get charged every day because the front desk processes the card the same as everyone else. If a bill arrives for a copay or a deductible, it is unlawful and money you already paid is supposed to come back to you. You tell them clearly, I am a qualified Medicare beneficiary, and federal law prohibits billing me for cost sharing, and then you request them to reverse the charge and refund you. The third one conceals itself inside a visit you receive for free. Once a year, Medicare provides you a wellness visit, and as long as your physician accepts Medicare, it costs you nothing at all. No copay, no deductible. But individuals get billed for it almost constantly, almost always because the office coded it as a standard office visit instead. The same thing occurs with covered preventive screenings that are supposed to be free. So, if a charge appears for your yearly wellness visit, do not assume that is simply the price. Call the office, inform them it was meant to be your annual Medicare wellness visit, and request them to verify the coding and correct it. For the visit itself, the correct amount you owe is zero. The fourth one is the bill for something that never actually occurred. Read your own itemized statement, and you will discover charges for tests that were never conducted, for a night you were never there, for the same procedure listed twice, or for a bill your insurance already paid in full. The industry even has names for it. Phantom billing for care that never occurred. Double billing for being charged twice for one thing. Charging you for care you never received, or collecting on a bill already paid, is against the law. So never pay a medical bill from the short summary page. Request the fully itemized bill, the one that lists every charge line by line, and read it slowly because the errors are sitting right there, and almost nobody ever examines closely enough to catch them. The fifth one safeguards your family even more than it safeguards you. If someone you love moves into a nursing home, the facility hands over a thick stack of admission paperwork, and buried in it, they will often attempt to get an adult child or a close friend to sign as the guarantor, the individual personally responsible for the bill. A federal law called the Nursing Home Reform Act makes it unlawful to require a third party to guarantee payment as a condition of admission. They cannot force your daughter or your son to sign their own money away just to get you in. They are permitted to ask the individual who manages your money to pay from your funds, but they cannot make another individual personally liable. So if you see that guarantee clause in front of the family member, you can refuse to sign that portion and the admission still has to stand. The sixth one is the extra fee piled on top of a debt that goes to collections. An old bill of yours gets handed to a collection agency, and suddenly the amount is larger than what you actually owed, padded with collection fees, processing fees, or a charge just to accept your payment over the phone. Under the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, a collector cannot add fees that were not part of your original agreement and are not permitted by law. That fee just to pay by card over the phone has been ruled unlawful in many cases. So, when a collector quotes you a number, you say, please put in writing what the original debt was and what every added fee is for. The padding very often vanishes the moment you request it in writing. The seventh one is about the money already sitting in your own bank account. Your Social Security is shielded by federal law from ordinary creditors. A credit card company, a medical debt collector, a personal loan company, none of them can legally reach in and take it. And there's a banking rule behind this. When your Social Security arrives by direct deposit and a creditor comes after your account, your bank must look back over the past 2 months and shield that amount of benefits so you can still access your money. The bank cannot simply freeze everything and leave you with nothing. There are a few exceptions where the government itself can still collect, such as child support, alimony, certain federal debts and federal student loans, but an ordinary creditor cannot. So if a creditor or a bank attempts to freeze your Social Security, you say plainly, these are exempt federal benefits protected under the Social Security Act. The eighth one is so small that it slides right past you, which is precisely why it works. Examine your phone bill line by line. Companies sometimes slip tiny charges onto it for services you never signed up for. A few dollars here, a vague subscription there, a fee with a name you do not even recognize. This is called cramming, and it is unlawful. The Federal Communications Commission says a company cannot place a charge from an outside third party on your phone bill without your clear permission. It carries on because the amounts are kept small on purpose. Just $1 or $2 a month, low enough that you never quite notice. So actually examine it. If there is a charge you do not recognize, call your phone company, inform them you never authorized it, and request them to remove it and to block all third-party charges going forward. Now step back and observe what all 8 of these share in common, because it is the entire reason they keep working. Not one of them ever ceases on its own. Every single one is already against the rules, and every single one keeps getting collected for one reason only. The company is quietly betting that you will pay it without ever questioning it. The law is already standing on your side. The only thing missing is one individual looking closely and saying, "No, you are not permitted to charge me this." So here is your straightforward plan. You do not need to chase all 8 at once. Pick the largest bill in your life right now and begin there. If it is a medical bill, request the itemized version and read every line. If you are in the Qualified Medicare Beneficiary Program, gather the copays you have paid this year. Pull out your phone bill and read line by line and make certain your Social Security comes by direct deposit because that one step activates the strongest protection on your money. Then make one phone call. The script is always identical. You name the law, you state the charge is not permitted, and you request them to remove it and refund you. You do not need to be angry, and you do not need to be a lawyer. You only need to be one individual who knows the rule. And maintain one simple habit from now on. Never pay a bill the moment it arrives just because it arrived. Open it, read it, and pose one quiet question first. Are they actually permitted to charge me this? So before you leave US Updates Hub today, do one kind thing. Think of one individual you love who pays every bill the moment it arrives without ever reading a line of it, because they were raised to believe that is simply the honest thing to do. Send them this video today. It costs 2 minutes, and it could deposit real money back into their pocket every single month for the rest of their life. There are very few things you can hand another individual that accomplish that. So go on and help them cease paying what they were never required to pay. Timothy will see you in the next one right here on US Updates Hub.